Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So let's talk about the more than problematic Lisa Players Club Ray. Now, she said quite a few ridiculous things before, like tearfully comparing her brief time as the First Lady of Turks and Caicos to that of Meghan Markle's tenure as princess, and defending the likes of Danny Lee when she brought us this masterpiece.
Yellow bonus, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Para Miguel Celofan. Para.
Titled Yellow Bone is What He Want. By the way, it wasn't what he want. But it's time to call a spade a spade. There was a podcast personality named Rob Letterman and his co-signers Rich Bull Gainsler and Chris Klein, who had the balls enough to rate black women's attractiveness by toaster settings. You heard me right. Take a listen.
We have ours, and I'm going to get into trouble for
like
this.
2
but
o'clock.
I have them to the attractiveness of women that I find to be attractive. So I will never go to a Serena Williams level, but I'm very comfortable with, I'm very comfortable at a Halle Berry level.
Okay.
I need a little bit of mulatto still coming through. It can't be,
Not like is Gail King not? That's not in your realm.
No, Gail King is not even on my toaster level.
So without fear of retribution or any hesitation, enters the chat Miss Lisa, I used to be First Lady Ray, with this gem, and she never disappoints.
What's wrong with that? That's the food because first of all, nobody asked you that. That's first. Second of all, that's colorism. That's colorism. He could have said that very differently.
Was an opinion. I heard that he's just saying that he won't go as far as a dark-skinned black woman. He's comfortable going with the color of a Halle Berry. What's wrong with that?
Some of you, like Lisa, everybody clear the dressing room Ray, may say, oh, it's his preference, but degrading dark-skinned women and saying someone is more beautiful because of their shade is another thing. What amazes me is that people understand the construct of racism, but when it comes to this new phenomenon, which isn't new at all, colorism, the mind can't extend to understand. Another thing, it's played out the way they feel it's okay to verbally attack Serena Williams when she is literally playing her tennis, raising her daughter, and minding her melanated business. Lisa Raye is out of order. And what else do you expect from a woman whose career highlight is playing a stripper in a hood classic, and not a good one either? Oh, and that so-called man and that crew of deplorables, the so-called Bull and Letterman, he was fired, and the one identified as Klein and the other one was also suspended. Also, Pagula Sports and Entertainment, Roswell Park, and the Alliance Foundation pull all ads from that show, rightfully so. And the mayor of Buffalo in New York, Mayor Byron Brown, condemned the comments in a statement saying the racist commentary made on the Morning Bull show on 97 Rock is outrageous and intolerable. There is no place in our society for these statements or beliefs. I strongly condemn what these individuals said on the radio this morning. So after all this, you would think Dollar Bill's prized stripper would walk her ridiculous statement back, but no. Here she is in closing. I was commenting on his preference to black women. That's what I was talking about. You know, my grandbaby is brown skinned. So I would be, by no means would I want my grandbaby to think that her grandmother is a colorist. And I know better than that. So this is just BS. You know what I mean? I think that we're in a sensitive time right now, and everybody's either censored or going to get decensored with saying what's really on their mind, or saying what they want to say and express it in the way they want to say it, because we're so sensitive to it. But I get it. It's a bigger conversation. You know what I mean?
Right,
and I get that. So I don't support him at all, you know.
Is it possible, though, to be a colorist and not a racist? Can you separate the two, or were you you were defending his preference, but
and I feel that everybody has a preference.
Right.
Everybody have a preference, and you have a right to say, just like when they jumped on 50, about him saying that he wanted something that looked like it fell off the boat.
Right.
I understood what he was saying. He told us what he was saying. It's like, okay, got it. That's your preference. So it is what it is, you know. I know what my preference is, and I can't stand by someone that's a racist, and I don't know that about him. I can't even comment on that. I don't even know.
Do you think it's a harder conversation to have because he is a white guy? If it were a African American person, do you think this would be less of a hot topic that you kind of, the internet sort of piled on you?
Yeah. Because it is something sensitive right now. You know, it is. And we have to teach, you know, you guys how to talk to us, how to think about us, what we are.
What the hell did you just say?
So I guess while she was busy mastering the pole arts for her life's work, she must have missed the lesson and memo where it states that it is not black people's job to teach white people anything about how to treat us, or about race, for that matter. They can Google it. The moral of the story is this. LISA Raye is on the wrong internet talk show because a queen she is not and never will be. More like a jester. This woman wakes up every day, it seems, and chooses the path of most resistance. For what? Validation? Who knows? I'm quite sure she'll have something else to say in defense of the indefensible, as always. And she will continue to get a pass because, as the prophet Paul Mooney once said, she has the complexion for the protection. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll meet you there. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and share. Also, turn on your notification bell and stay tuned for more. And I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.
Yellow bonus, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Para Miguel, se lo